The old Rothstein hostel had stood for decades as a beacon of hospitality in the quaint town of Willow Creek. As summer approached, it buzzed with life as tourists flocked to its grand doors seeking shelter from their journey. It was known far and wide for its exquisite decor, delicious dining, and warm beds. However, beneath the polished surface of the hostel lay a dark secret that few dared to speak of. One stormy night, a group of 4 friends, Sarah, Mark, Rachel, and Alex, found themselves stranded in Willow Creek due to a car breakdown. Seeking refuge, they stumbled upon the Rothstein Hostel, its towering facade illuminated by flashes of lightning. With no other options in sight, they hesitantly entered the grand building, unaware of the horrors that awaited them within. The moment they stepped inside, an eerie feeling washed over them. The hostel was eerily silent, devoid of the usual chatter and laughter of guests. The receptionist, a gaunt man with hollow eyes, welcomed them with a cold smile, assigning them rooms on the top floor. As they ascended the creaking staircase, a strange sense of foreboding crept into their hearts. Their rooms were spacious yet suffocating, adorned with faded wallpaper and ancient furniture. Sarah, always the curious one, felt a strange pull towards the attic. Ignoring the warnings of her friends, she ventured up the dimly lit staircase, the air thick with a musty scent that made her skin crawl. In the attic, she stumbled upon a door that seemed out of place, hidden behind an old tapestry. Pushing it open, she gasped at the sight before her. A room filled with dusty cots, rusted chains, and dried bloodstains on the floor. A shiver ran down her spine as she realized the true nature of the Rothstein hostel. Before she could react, a cold hand clamped over her mouth, pulling her into the shadows. It was the receptionist, his eyes glinting with malice as he whispered tales of the hostel's dark past. For years, unsuspecting guests had disappeared without a trace, lured to their doom by promises of luxury and comfort. The hostel was a facade, a hunting ground for a secret society that thrived on fear and suffering. Sarah's friends, growing worried at her disappearance, began to search the labyrinthine corridors of the hostel. As they delved deeper into its depths, they uncovered hidden passages, locked doors, and the whispers of tortured souls echoing through the walls. Their once safe refuge had transformed into a prison of nightmares, and they realized they were not alone in their plight. Each of them was captured by the sinister figures that lurked in the shadows, their screams muffled by the oppressive silence of the hostel. Mark, the brave soul of the group, fought back against their captors, determined to uncover the truth behind the hostel's facade. Rachel, the pragmatic one, searched for a way to escape, her sharp mind working overtime to outwit their enemies. As the night wore on, a sense of dread enveloped the hostel, its walls closing in on them like a suffocating embrace. The receptionist, a mere pawn in the grand scheme of the secret society, revealed the true mastermind behind the horrors that plagued the hostel, a mysterious figure known only as the Collector. The Collector was a man shrouded in darkness, his presence a shadow that haunted the dreams of those who dared to defy him. He reveled in the pain and suffering of his victims, collecting their fears like trophies to be displayed in his twisted gallery. The hostel was but a small piece of his vast empire, a testing ground for the depths of human depravity. Sarah, Mark, Rachel, and Alex found themselves trapped in a deadly game of cat and mouse, pursued by the collector's minions through the labyrinthine halls of the hostel. With each twist and turn, they uncovered more of the dark secrets that lay hidden within its walls, piecing together the truth behind the collector's insidious plans. In a final desperate bid for survival, they confronted the collector in his lair, a chamber adorned with the mementos of his victims. His eyes glowed with a malevolent light as he taunted them, reveling in the fear that radiated from their trembling forms. But the friends, united in their resolve, refused to be cowed by his twisted games. A fierce battle ensued, a clash of wills and wits that echoed through the halls of the hostel. Sarah's courage, Mark's strength, Rachel's cunning, and Alex's loyalty melded into a force to be reckoned with, a beacon of light in the suffocating darkness that threatened to consume them. With every blow they struck against the collector, his power waned, his hold over the hostel crumbling like dust in the wind. In a final act of defiance, the collector summoned all his remaining strength, unleashing a torrent of nightmares upon the friends. But they stood firm, their hearts beating as one, their souls unyielding in the face of terror. As the hostel shook with the force of their struggle, the collector's form flickered and faded, his twisted grin eroding into nothingness. With a final gasp, the collector vanished, leaving behind only a lingering sense of dread in his wake. The hostel, once a place of horror and despair, stood silent and empty, its secrets buried beneath the weight of centuries. Sarah, Mark, Rachel, and Alex emerged victorious, their bond unbreakable, their spirits forged in the crucible of the Rothstein hostel's darkness. As dawn broke over the horizon, they left the hostel behind, a chapter of their lives forever closed. The town of Willow Creek whispered tales of the night that four friends challenged the shadows and emerged victorious, their hearts unbroken, their souls unburdened by the horrors they had faced. And so, the Rothstein hostel stood in solemn silence, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a warning to those who dared to tread its haunted halls. The mystery of its past remained a secret, buried deep within the earth, waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to seek the truth.